So I'm currently rereading The Fellowship of the Ring, and in the prologue of the version that I have, Tolkien talks about his dislike of allegory. And reading that made me remember that Tolkien really dislikes Dune. Well, his exact words were something along the lines of him disliking Dune with some intensity. And knowing that Tolkien dislikes Dune is kind of disappointing, not because he isn't allowed to dislike stuff. He also disliked the Chronicles of Narnia. But it's disappointing because you want the people that you really like to also like the same things that you really like. And I also feel like Tolkien, if he did like Dune, he would have had some dope and deep insights for it. But alas, he doesn't. And we can only guess as to why he didn't, because he chose not to tell us. I guess he was invoking the rule of if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all. But if I had to conjecture as to why Tolkien disliked Dune, I would say that it's probably, at least in part, because of the way that Dune handles religion. And also, I feel like Dune, or should I say Herbert and Tolkien, presented two different worldviews. I think they line up in certain ways, but I also believe they're very different in a lot of ways. For example, Tolkien, I believe he was Catholic, and you can see hints of, his religiousness and his faith and his belief throughout his works. Whereas Herbert, to the best of my knowledge, which admittedly isn't much, wasn't a very religious man at all, and he used religion as a cautionary tale rather than a beacon of hope or something to follow. I think both stories are fantastic and offer interesting and very valid worldviews. I just wish Tolkien loved Dune as much as I love Dune. I don't know how Herbert feels about Tolkien's works, but I hope he loves Tolkien's works as well. That's all I got for you guys today. Stay lit.